Why, hello! It's the Hidden Object Guru here with girls and panzers. But as I always say, not necessarily in that order. Let's load this up. Oh, right. Still waking up, so I forget about the existence of chat windows. Not my finest moment, but, you know, the moment I'm currently in, that's for sure. There it is. Okay. Here we go. I just have to shut down Zombie Army 4. It's a good-looking game, Zombie Army 4. The entire game bar of my PlayStation, as you can see, is Yakuza and Atelier games. It's a lot. Okay, Trung? I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Wuhan. Gotcha. Panzer Fair and Festival time. Did I forget which button was yes? I did. Hey Jaden, how you doing? Alright, what are we in the mood to play as? I guess we could do the KV2. That's the ARL again. Oof. That tank is not in good shape. It should be fun. I don't know how high Sana on the sniper is, but that does sound good. Excuse me. Oh, you're talking about that virus. Yes, they're working on getting control over it. I wish people luck. I'll be staying indoors for the next month to avoid it. I do kind of like the idea, and this is how it would happen on the show, were something like this to happen, of Amy just, like, showing up on the ship with a helicopter and telling them to get in because they're hosting a tank tournament, and that would be the extent of it. That would be very entertaining. So where can I watch Sword Art Online? Is it on a streaming service? Because I played one of the video games and I enjoyed it. I mean, it was the Gun Art Online spin-off, but still. It's bad that I legit can't remember what the game in Gun Art Online was called that they were playing. I just think of it as Gun Art Online. When, of course, the game was actually called Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. What was the name of the game they were playing in that? Oh, well. We'll see, Trung. The important is, nobody should panic. Just take the normal steps, wash your hands, keep your hands out of your eyes, and you won't get the coronavirus. Oh, excuse me. What? Oh, I see. Just a second. Alright, KV2. Let's see what you can do. Hello. Alright, so I've got a nice hill to hide behind. They'll only be able to see my turret, and my turret is ridiculously well armored and angled from the front. Alright, here we go. I really thought I had her. I slightly misjudged the distance, and well, you see the result. Her attempt to run away is going to be the death of her, though. If I would ever, you know, reload. There we go. Okay, well that was embarrassing. Tiger! Weird choice spinning away from me like that, Mr. Tiger. I guess you wanted to escape? Well, instead of escape, you have arrived at your doom! I keep missing, which is really embarrassing, so I'm trying to do bits here. Apparently you put a line of hedges in front of me and I completely lose my ability to aim a cannon. There we go. Alright. Panzer. Let's do this. Oh, it's not a Hetzer, it's a Panzer 470? Oh, okay. Oh, you're done. Yay! Of course I've heard of it, Trung. Plague Inc. is what you're talking about. Which is a very popular game. Both board and there's a computer version of it. Tank Destroyer. Yes. Oh, I agree. And who are we up against? This should be fun. Hey, Adam. Jaden. Glad you could join us for tanks. Tanks, and yes, more tanks. Well, of course, it's in the media, Trung. People always be interested in something that's in the media. ARL! And of course, the big one. The KV-2. The scariest tank of all. I'll say this about the ARL. I don't know how much action the actual tank saw, but that's a pretty good looking tank. Don't be mean, Rosehip. You can ask politely if you don't want someone talking about a virus. There's no call for being mean. Alright. I didn't know there was a Call of Duty mobile. I mean, I guess it makes sense. EA's not going to leave any money on the table. But I was not familiar with that. What is Call of Duty mobile? It's still a first-person shooter, or... Damn it, mistimed it. Gotcha. Come on. Oh, she's guarding the other tank. That's so thoughtful. Way to go, Pershing. Uh-oh, this is bad. Boom. That's enough plague talk, Trung. We all agree that the plague is serious, but that's enough plague chatter. Such a short barrel on this thing. How is it accurate at all? Maybe it's not. Maybe it just fires huge shells, and, well, when they do hit, they whomp people. Hello? I think she went up there. I think she stayed down here. Aha! I got in front of her. Okay, I can't aim my barrel high enough to hit her. Careful. I'm in a lot of trouble right now. Was I a sitting duck? Yes. But I could tank out a few of her shots. Oh yeah. T-3476. So cute! Pershing. Obviously, I'm taking the Pershing. Hey, Blake, how is it? So who am I going to be up against? Pepperoni? Pepperoni. Mary, Kay. Who was the fourth person on their team? I wasn't paying close enough attention. Oh good, I'm the flag tank, so we can just bring people with me. This is the only map that's where the map itself can make it pretty hard to win, because, oh boy, are the enemies okay at long-range shooting. That is great to hear. I hope the new year is finding you well. Okay?
Being beaten up by a monster.
Goes to the worst. Excuse me. Uh-oh.
Maybe this is... Nope.
Watching the moment where they swap out the low resolution texture for a higher resolution texture. Always fun to watch. Well, I guess we'll see. She's busy with Luigi's Mansion 3, which is, by all accounts, amazing. There's one thing I know about Luigi. He loves cash. And you're like, isn't that Wario? No, it's Luigi too. Luigi also loves cash. They both love cash. But it is weird that it's not a Wario game in a couple of ways. Where's the exhaust on this thing? Like, where's the gas puffing out of this tank? Here we go.
Okay, so I knocked him down. What do I do next?
Uh-oh. Oh, damn! That was amazing. We'll start hammering them, team. Anybody over there? No? Okay.
What do I do?
Oh, it was a post-World War II tank. Well, that's why it looks so good. Careful. Damn. That was bad. Uh-oh. Somebody hammer her, please. Damn. She went down hard. Well, there's the T-95.
Damn it.
That was awesome what just happened. Okay, there's a tank right next to me. Like, where is it on the map? It's not on the map. Oh, because it's so close to you, you can't see it on the map. It's literally overlapping you. Oof. What did I say, Trung? No more plague talk. Hello. The hell did she go? Oh, there she is. Yeah, hiding behind that tower is not going to save you. I mean, you're just not going to get saved. Do-do-do-do. I didn't see you commented, horror, okay? How did you do... How can she do that kind of damage against the front of a KV-2? It's the KV-2. It is the most frustrating tank in the world to try to shoot. Come on. Ow. There we go. Sadly for you, none. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I see that. Trung, you were warned not to talk about plague anymore. I could not have been clearer about this. I mean, I guess I could have. I don't know how. Alright, uh-oh. Battling in Snowtown, everybody. Well, there you go, Trung. This should be a ton of fun. Alright, so, where's my flag tank? Is it the Hetzer? I mean, sorry, no, it's the ARL. Alright. No, General Adam, we've retired from War Thunder. That's why we're doing the request streams on Sunday. And if people don't request, I just play whatever I feel like. Usually, you know, something with murder in it. Alright, you defend her, T-28. Sonic the Hedgehog, you say? No, I have not pre-bought a ticket to see Sonic the Hedgehog. When does Sonic the Hedgehog open? Hopefully soon. I cannot wait to see whether that movie's any good. What's that? It's definitely not going to be any good? Oh, okay. Still, I am interested. Wow. They really charged her, didn't they? Oh, we're in trouble. Well, that was embarrassing. They defeated me while I was off looking for them. Let's try that again. Oh good, I'm last. And I'm fighting Mako. What kind of tank will she be in? It does seem like it's going to be amazing, this Sonic the Hedgehog movie. The question is, does it end with a teaser at the end of the movie suggesting that Shadow the Hedgehog will appear in a sequel? Is that the mid-credits scene? They're like, look out, Shadow the Hedgehog is on his way. He's going to be a dangerous agent of nightmares there in the second movie to shake things up. Probably not, though. That's a good question. Will anyone go to see the Sonic the Hedgehog movie? I can't imagine they will. Just all of the bad press surrounding it.
Well, look at what happened to Solo.
Yeah. Reshoots really hurt a film's brand. Although, this time the reshoot was because the audience demanded it. So there is that. Hello. Where are you? She's busy with a Sudoku, is why she's not responding to you.
I'm sorry, what am I supposed to respond to?
Nothing of consequence.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I love my Luigi 3, but as you get further into the game, it becomes necessary to look up how to defeat bosses.
Yeah.
Because it's not clear at all. It's like, try knocking it over. Okay, I knocked it over. Now what am I supposed to do?
And the answer is, no one knows.
And you literally try everything, and I'm too lazy to walk over to a computer because you stole my tablet
That does sound like something I would do.
to look it up, so...
Boom! Tiger 2! Come on. Oh crap, it's a T-95. Oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah, that's a bad sign. Alright, I've got a plan here. I don't know why she's running, but I'm glad she's running. Uh-oh. Damn, that tank looks amazing. Your attempt to flee has proven to be your greatest mistake, Mako. Boom. Obviously, I was going to put the T-95 on my team. I'm not crazy. Uh-oh. We're battling a team run by a hall monitor. In the Bokage maze. I know it's Bokage, but, you know. Do I have a second monitor? Of course. How else could I be reading your texts? Chat messages. You know what I'm getting at.
HOGuru is a fan of second monitors.
Sometimes thirds. Monitors. Third
He has a
monitors.
collection.
Too many, really. Oh. Yay, I'm a flag tank. Hello. Where are you? Why is the Doolittle movie so bad? Good question. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't weigh in. But, you know, movies that have 11 writers, you know, that basically, where the people say, well, we just want to make a new Dr. Doolittle movie with Robert Downey Jr., and they start without actually having a script, that's usually a bad sign. Now, not everything that starts without a script is always going to be bad. Those Mission Impossible movies that Christopher McQuarrie makes, none of those have had a script but when they started shooting the movie. Or even when they were well into shooting the movie. And those are all great. Because there it's not about the story, it's just about coming up with 5 great big action scenes and finding a way to tie them together later on. Which often happens in the editing process and using voiceover. Well, not voiceover, but re-recording. Like, the writing in that movie happens in the looping stage. In those movies. Whereas something like No, I don't want the... Actually, I do want the Panzer II. What am I saying? Something like Doolittle, I think, would need more careful scripting. And what question was that, Horror King? Boom. Oh, hell yes. I have not seen Cats. I understand it's terrible. I saw a wonderful Twitter thread this week that someone tried to go to an open-air screening of Cats, At an amphitheater, I didn't see where. I mean, obviously it's somewhere very far south, probably around in California or perhaps Nevada. But they went to an open-air screening of Cats, and they were one of 3 people who showed up to the amphitheater to see Cats. Outdoors, and then 10 minutes in, it started raining and they canceled it. And the general feeling was, yeah, this is about what Cats deserves. Yeah. Hello, Madam Flag Tank. Oh crap, they snuck around the other way. Oof. That was amazing. Oh crap. Well, this is problematic. Wow. Well, I had heard she was in the movie Trung, but beyond that, I don't know. Okay, so apparently my job in the KV2 has to just be to guard the flag tank. I would imagine the reason Cats can't reach the Oscars is because, you know, it was a crazy misbegotten idea that, you know, no one wanted to look at. That made people very uncomfortable whenever they tried to watch it. Also, why are you spending $150 million on a Cats movie? How is a Cats movie costing you more than $30 million? And the answer is ridiculous special effects. You have to put a CGI filter over the entire movie, and that's not cheap. And the point is, no, don't waste your money. Alright, stay behind me. We're gonna be careful this time. Alright, I see her. I can't believe that hit. Usually my long-range shooting is much less good than that. See? More like that. Dear flag tank, get the F behind me. Okay. Oh no, it's an ARL! Wait. They can have an ARL too? I'm so confused. No, that's my tank. What am I doing? Oh, they invaded Canada because they got it into their head that they wanted to own the entire continent. And since, what do you call it? England was so distracted with Napoleon, they figured there would be no way for Canada to defend itself. They were wrong, and the war went very badly for America. As badly as any war has gone for America. And America is largely in the business of losing wars, but it went especially badly for them. There we go. But yeah, they wanted to take over the whole continent. It was part of Manifest Destiny, which of course also meant they had to get Louisiana from France, which I guess they already had at that point, and California from the Spanish, which they would do soon after. And they thought that taking over Canada would help them in their plans to gather up the entire continent. Careful. Oh, it's over. But yeah, that's the story of the War of 1812. They tried to rush the capital and just seize the country, and they failed. And then Canada called in reinforcements, Marines from like Quebec City, and they just sailed right down around the Potomac and just burned down all of Washington, D.C. It was quite humiliating. So they went and they said, they reported back to the king, and they're like, BT dubs, we just took back America. Remember how we lost America 40 years ago? Yeah, well, we just decided to go and take it back because they attacked us first. So, what should we do now that we've taken back America again? And the king was like, just give it back. We don't want to go through that whole independence nonsense again. Make them apologize, give them their country back, and just leave. And what's always said that's pretty funny about that is that at the time that agreement was made, the British troops were laying siege to New Orleans, and they had been for a couple of weeks. And of course, because there was no fast communication at the time, they kept laying siege to New Orleans. And basically, while the siege was going on, you know, a boat just drove up to the British lines, hands them a letter. By the way, the war's over. And so the British troops left. It was very entertaining. Oh god, if only this game is on Steam. It was called the City of York at the time, Trung. It was not called Toronto at the time. And the City of York has been the site of a few interesting battles. Not as many as Quebec City, but a few. Alright, so... Oh, I'm the flag tank.
And that's why we... Isn't that why we moved
to Ottawa, yeah.
Our capital city to Ottawa, because it used to be
Kingston.
And we were like, hey...
we gotta get further away from those Americans.
Further away from the border, so it's harder to attack. And Ottawa was strategically chosen because it's hard to attack.
Yep. And our capital in Ottawa is at the top of a very tall hill. And they were specifically did it at the top of a very tall hill so you couldn't bombard it from the water. You couldn't, like, ride a boat up the river and fire cannons on it because no cannon could aim that high. You could use mortars, but they would be firing down at you the whole time and you would be torn to shreds because it's very easy to aim if you're firing down at things because you don't have to adjust for trajectory anymore. Alright, here we go. Awesome drift. Yeah, the attack on Toronto was interesting because the city had some trouble, but that was yet another attack that the Americans lost. It was weird because they invaded Canada and they lost over and over and over again. It was a terrible war for them, even by American standards, which again, America generally loses wars in the history of America. Like, when the best war you can say you ever won was against Cuba, that's not a great, you know, that's not a great win-loss record.
Well, they tried to take credit for
World War I and II, yeah. But then they are just, you know, people fighting in part of a giant conglomeration of countries. I'm saying when they do a war on their own, they tend not to win that war. Mexican-American War was just a disaster for both sides. They got to keep Texas, though, so I guess technically they won that one. But it's only technical. It was just a disaster all around. You're thinking about El Salvador, Trung, not El Salvados. El Salvador is one of my favorite countries because the name is just the Savior. The country is called the Savior. What country do you live in? The Savior. Oh, okay. And where do you live in that country? Well, I live in the country, the Savior. But of course, my hometown is Saint Savior. Oh. So you guys really like Jesus, huh? Yes. To a troubling extent. Alright, Flag Tank. You stay with me. Do I own... what about Darkest Dungeon, Histoire Sama? Would you like me to play Darkest Dungeon? Is that what you're saying? Oh my god, the barrel traversal rate on this thing is so ridiculously awful. There we go. Oh, hello. Yay! That was awesome. That's right, I managed to keep my flag tank safe for once. Alright, last match. Wish me luck. This has taken too many tries, but we're here. No. Alright, here we go. Let's keep these people together. We're looking for the Pershing. Follow me. God, this music's so great. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. I feel like that panel on the back is way bigger than you need for ejecting spent shells. And it makes me wonder, like, did people also climb in and out of that hatch and not go all the way up the tank? Oh, being a tank driver. The army job that was only for short people. Alright, here we go. I cannot believe my KV-2 is capable of climbing at all. It's kind of amazing. Oh, look at all the water out there. Alright, here we go. Oh, here we go. We got you. Careful. Alright, well, she's behind a flag, so I can't actually see her. Also, I can't aim that way. Oh, crap! Where are you? I legit can't see her. Alright, stay back! You're not safe, mijo. I don't know how I'm technically hitting her, but I'm not gonna look this gift horse in the mouth. Damn. Which fighting game unabridged? Damn. Enjoy yourself, Rosehip. I hope you do great. Alright, here she comes. Oh, come on. No, I had not heard about that. No, get your head down, Pershing. Come on! We've almost got this. All-star fighters. Really? So I guess it's a D3 published game? Hey, Martin. We did it, everybody. Finally. No, I assumed, Trung, that it would have just been kicked off after a football rivalry. It was a passionate, nice game, wasn't it? Although I do love it when characters from different franchises fight one another. That's why Jump Force was so entertaining. Capcom? Wow, that is strange. Why would D3 characters be in a Capcom game? Okay, well this is going to be a problem. I have a plan, though. Are you kidding? Alright, we're definitely going to lose this, but it's going to be an honorable loss. What do you mean favorite Kara? Oh, do you mean in Girls and Panzer? Well, obviously Darjeeling. Hey, Maddie, what's up? You have a good night, Trung. Alright, so my plan is she comes to charge them. I shoot her in the back. And how did EDF characters feature in a fighting game? Was there like a bonus attack to call in and people with rocket launchers show up? Oh, crap. Yeah, she saw me, everybody. Whoa! Hi. Oh, that was brutal. Yeah, of course D3 was the publisher. That's all that makes sense. Well, that was brutal. Oof. Well, that was a brutal loss. But we won the match. We just lost, you know, the bonus fight. I think it's just the simple 2000 series. Not the 2000 Fighter series. The 2000 series was games they released every couple of weeks that cost 2,000 yen. It was the simple 1000 series because they cost 1,000 yen on the PS1, but they doubled the price for PS2. I believe the Bikini Zombie Squad often had, were released as simple 2,000 and 1,000 games. There's a whole thing in Japan of putting out low-budget games as part of that budget, as part of that, you know, low-priced series. No commensurate thing has ever existed in America. Just every now and then some publisher, usually D3, will go crazy and release a game for a reasonable price. But this is back in PS3, Xbox 360 days. For example, when Earth Defense Force 2017 came out, it was just $20, making it the best valued game probably in the history of video games. But Sony tried it as well, charging just $25 or $30 for the first Katamari game when it came out in North America. Like, they made attempts to do these budget-priced games, but because America has this weird standardization of game prices where everything costs $60, like everything, when people see a game that costs $20, they're like, oh, what's wrong with it? And the answer is nothing's wrong with it. It's a good deal. But people get paranoid. I had no idea D3 had a mascot. Let's do this. Aww. Maginot Girls College is still using the Renault. Wait, were they originally... Is it a different school, or were they originally going to call it the Maginot Girls College, and they changed the name to BC Freedom? Yes, I've played both of those games, Horror King. That sounds like a pretty good defense, Maddie. God bless those mice. Do 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 do. Careful. I can't believe that worked exactly like I wanted to. I will check to see if I have either of them on Steam. Horror King, because if I don't, I would have to break out my Xbox 360, which I'm willing to do if I can find the disc, which I might not be able to do. I will be happy to try, though. What's that, Maddie? Hello? Awesome. Well, I'm on the completely wrong side of the map, it seems. Oh. Future super tanks are the best kinds of tanks for those games. I love the mouse, but come on, what's it gonna do? Grrr. Yes, I remember having trouble with the platforming in the original Alice. Careful. Uh-oh. Hey there, generic trooper. Gotcha. And we know where the other three are, so then this should go well. And what game do you want me to play tomorrow, Maddie? Excuse me. Okay. You're getting taken down. You know that, right? Oh my god, one shot. That was brutal. Done and done. Toad's fun, unabridged. Which game are people complaining about the graphics? Yeah, it'd be nice if they brought back Alice. I really like that series. It's sad American McGee never did his Oz game. No, not fighting games, unabridged. The Simple series was any kind of game. And it wasn't monthly. I think there would be a new one every, like, 3 weeks. Or maybe 2 weeks. There was a lot of these games. Well, as you saw, in 93. And it wasn't, like I said, it's not all fighting games, it's just whatever. Earth Defense Force games were released as part of the Simple series. The only thing that was consistent in the Simple series, there would be puzzle games, visual novels, whatever. The only thing that was consistent about it was that it was a game that only cost $20. Oh, stigmatized property. Gotcha. It's like the dignity of a queen. Oh, no, I don't. Sorry. Press the wrong button. Boom. Yeah, D3's been a low-budget publisher in Japan for ages and ages and ages. And they have they put out a huge number of games there. We only don't know them very well here in North America because they very rarely localize them. They would only ever localize a game when they're like, well, this doesn't have a lot of text, and we think it has a good chance of crossing over. So all of the weird games they put out, like, we just never see here. So how many seasons into the Doom TV show will we be when American McGee leaves to go make Alice? Weird that they're making a TV show about the making of Doom. It was an interesting company, though. Hello? Where are you? Seriously, where is she? Gotcha, Maddie. I will check on it. Finally. It's over. Boom. Yay. Spellcaster University. I've not heard of this, Maddie. Is it brand new? Assaults are their tradition. They just love to charge. It's fine. They do overwhelming charges. That's what they're good at. Damn right we're on track. We will work hard. The amusement park, you say? Tell me more. Alright, well this is gonna suck. You know, on a bridge, there is like a game about high school students fighting in mechs with each other. Like, that's a real franchise.
Feels like there might be more than one of those.
Maybe. Well, you say that, but... Aww. Adorable. The ever-changing ninja strategies. Oh, thank God I'm in the flag tank. Alright, you guys defend my back here as I charge through the tunnel. That is some powerful wind. Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Nice. What are you talking about?
Can you have anime card?
Oh, I did not see that.
What precisely is an anime card?
It's a really good question. Presumably a custom sound that's anime related.
I would assume.
It's called hiding, and I'm really good at it. Okay, the mouse is directly behind me, keeping me from being able to move. But it also keeps people from being able to shoot me from behind. Well, this is getting brutal. You have a good night, Adam. Whoa. Do you have a plan? She doesn't have a plan. It's a trap, and she's fallen into it. Woohoo! Mission accomplished, everybody. Now all we have to do is survive downhill and, not sandbanks, sorry. Downhill and swamp survival, and we're good. There you go. Nap away, lady. Nap away. Naptacular? Napalistic? Napitious? No, not napitious? Okay. It's true. Strangeness, relative, comparative strangeness is why people in North America like Japan. Because they come from such a culturally different origin point that it's compellingly bizarre to us, even though it's completely normal to them. Such is the nature of amazing cultural differences. Damn right. Oh. Well, hopefully this goes well. See you soon, Horror King.
Good night, Horror King.
Noisy puppy, damn. I love dogs so much, I'm going to go search for one. Rosehip is the best. Oh, Erica's so angry all the time. We love her. Boom. Alright, Rosehip Crusader. Let's see what you've got. Careful. Napping on a train to work. Yeah, I think a lot of people do that. Careful.
I've done it on the bus.
Alright, here we go. Oof. Damn. Well, they need to prove their dedication. Okay, I'm dead. This is going really poorly. I really thought they were going to shoot me again, but I seem to have badly mistimed using that. Escape! Alright, so I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm on fire. It's rarely a good sign. I'm not going to have a new Panzer Fahrenheit ready to go. Oh wait, you know what? I can charge up a new Panzer Fahrenheit. Or maybe I can't. I might not be able to. I think we just have to go for it. Alright, here we go. Wish me luck. Well, if you want to prove that you work at a, you're good for a company, Panda, you have to prove yourself more dedicated than the people who are already there. You and I might see that as a ridiculous thing, and it's an insane way to run any kind of a business, but as you've said, Japan is known for having a culture of self-destructive overwork.
Oh, please, that exists in North America, too.
It does now, but they're not known for it the way Japan is known for it. American evil corporations have tried to instill everyone with a culture of self-destructive overwork. Because then, you know, they get workers who will do whatever for very small reward. It's terrible for workers, but good for companies. Until everything collapses. That right-wing scumbag, Steven Crowder. And it's like, it's the kind of thing where, how do you survive doing this? And it's because the right wing in America is nuts. For Labor Day, did an entire video about how he hates workers. And all workers are lazy and entitled and should, you know, should worship their bosses.
Wow.
That's how he celebrated Labor Day. By calling all workers scumbags.
Wow.
Yep. There is a good chance he will never go to a restaurant again without his food being spit in.
Yeah.
Just ever. Aww. Tea and fairy cake.
What exactly is fairy cake?
I don't know, but it sounds delicious, doesn't it?
Maybe they mean angel cake?
Maybe.
I just want to know what fairy cake is.
Yeah. No, yeah, American work culture is terrible.
あ、しかし油断するな。戦車道の試合では不測の事態に対応できるか否かは意志の強さ。
Damn right.
強さですか。意志の強さなら黒森峰は誰に
Oh, it's sponge cake. Thank you.
Nice.
Panda.
Merci beaucoup.
I love sponge cake.
さあ、最後の試合だ。
Aw, that's a nice sentiment, Maddie.
Oh my god, we're doing the survival battle against a single tank. Well, this is brutally unfair. I feel sorry for them. Revenge.
何度向かってこようとも返り討ちにしてあげるわ。昨日勝ったからといって今日も勝てると。それにあの時は砂漠戦だったからそっちが他の試合会場なら勝ってたみたいな口ぶり。悪い冗談だよ。え？雪山だったら絶対こっちが有利だよね。余裕？有利すぎるのは面白くないから。面白くない？
エリカ、落ち着いて相手を見ろ。
ですが、あんな寄せ集めの戦車しか持っていない。寄せ集めかどうか
Yay!
戦ってみないとわからない。
そうだな。ただ
ルールは特別なものとなっているから注意してね。
さて、楽しむか。
それでは試合を始めます。
敵車両発見。撃て。よし。
正面と角度が悪いのか。
装填どうした？
Growl!
装填完了。撃て。外した。損害。
Wow, that was upsetting.
試合終了。私たちの勝利。
Yes, someone tried to do a study saying that American workers were lazy because they only work an average of 36 hours a week. And you know how, oh, that's such a small amount. First off, that's 7 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's plenty. But, well, 7.5. But, more importantly, do you know how they calculated that number?
An average of jobs, not an average of what an actual person works. Like,
And they also included teenagers who were working, who were legally not allowed
so
to
they're
work.
just counting jobs and hours given,
Yep.
not
How much each
the
individual
fact that
person
some
weeks.
people work 3
So
jobs.
if you worked 3 jobs and did 12 hours to 15 hours at each,
yeah.
they would only be counting
Each job
15
individually.
hours
Yeah.
as an individual thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, everyone works a lot more than 40 hours. And nobody's getting ahead because, you know, American jobs don't pay well. Woohoo! We did it!
私たち優勝です。
あ、
いえ、そんな。私はただ隊長の指示通りに行動しただけです。エリカさん、赤くなってますね。うるさいわね。
Yes, except there's been no, there is no situation where people aren't pressured to do overtime.
そうですけど。で、商品は何だったの？じゃーん。
Here's a fun fact about America, and this is true. If you count everything that is stolen in America, so that is all robberies, all muggings, all fraud, all people writing phony checks, everything. Every single bit of money that's stolen in America. Every time someone walks into a bank with a gun and says, "Give me all your money." If you count all of that money, it is less than 10% of what is stolen by employers through wage theft, which is making you work hours you don't get paid for. So the biggest thief in America are bosses.
Well, now we have smartphones and like social media and all that. So now employers are like email, and now employers like just can contact you at any time.
But beyond that, everyone who works at a restaurant is expected to get there 45 minutes before their shift starts.
Oh yeah.
And stay 45 minutes after their shift ends
Oh yeah.
without getting paid. So that is 90 minutes of unpaid work that every single person working in a restaurant in America is doing every single day.
Yep. Like,
that adds up fast.
there are a few countries in the world, very few, but a few, that have laws about like how your employer
Aw.
can contact you when you're officially off work.
Yeah.
And North America should really look into that.
They might have the happiest ending.
What is their ending? I wasn't paying attention.
They just have an awesome beer party. Because they're German themed. It is fun. Although I'm sure they're not having real beer. They are high school students. But still, it's a German beer garden style party is what they're doing. Oh yeah, no, I mean, we're talking about, if you do the math for the amount of, like, food service employees in America, we're talking about $100 million a day. If you assume they're making $8, $9 an hour. Depending what the minimum wage is where they live. It's obscene.
I think the word advice can be spelled either way, Panda, so I think you were correct
No,
the first time.
it's advise and advice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you advise someone to give you advice.
Okay.
But no, I mean, it's in that situation, I understand how that happened. But yeah, no, but I mean, and that's the problem. In America, there's no good place to report wage theft to. Everybody's getting their wages stolen all the time, and there's no good way to do that. The only solution you have are class action lawsuits. Like, you have to get everybody who works for a company together to sue at once.
Which, if they find out they're, getting together like that, they're just going to lay everybody
They're going to start firing people. Yeah. Because that's basically the same as starting a union. Doing that kind of lawsuit, and they hate unions. So, everybody. Oh, yeah. No, there's lots of docking pay for terrible reasons. Lots of unfair stuff. What do you call it? Forcing you to buy stuff for your job and not compensating you. Like, there's lots of awful, awful practices in the world of retail. And it's not just retail. Construction has its own issues. A guy was murdered by a construction company in New Orleans. They did such a shoddy job that this building under construction, the new Hard Rock Casino, collapsed on a guy.
Oof.
And we're talking like a couple of months ago. And their response was, well, we don't want to pay to fix that building yet. So let's just throw a tarp over where that corpse is visible.
Yeah. Oh, unions are the best.
Yeah.
As long as they're decent unions that stand up for...
That's true.
Yeah,
there can be bad unions.
Some, mediocre unions, but,
Yeah, well, what you got to remember is the worst union is still better than not being in a union.
Yeah. But the union protections I had were so, even though I was in a mediocre union, were so much better than having no union.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you said, when you got laid off, it's like, even though you're only a part-time employee,
Yeah.
like, here's $6,000, go away.
I was going into my second year of university, and I got paid $6,000 because they decided to close the store I worked in.
Yep.
It was phenomenal.
It was pretty amazing. And that's the genius, like, that's what unions can get you. Well, you have to be at a store that has a union, Maddie. That's the issue. You have to look for a place that has union employment. But yes, it's always better to try to join a union and work a union job.
With unions is when I was working under a union, everybody there were so many people because I was in a small town. There were so many people with seniority over me that I was stuck with. If I wanted
shifts.
hours,
Yeah.
They couldn't force me to work Sundays, but I had to work literally every Sunday.
Yeah.
Because
all the good shifts were taken.
All the good shifts were taken.
Yeah.
And they would bump my hours if they felt I was getting too many hours.
Yeah.
So, there were... And
there are downsides. I'm not saying there's not downsides.
There
I'm
were
saying...
some truly lazy people that you were like, seriously? Are you kidding me?
But I will say that it's still better than doing non-union work. Because you're getting paid a lot less.
And I say this...
And you have no job security whatsoever.
I say this as a manager who, if you have that employee who doesn't produce results and is lazy, you don't have to give them a lot of hours.
It is nice.
And if they were unionized, that wouldn't be the case.
No, it wouldn't.
But regardless, I would still prefer to see my staff unionized.
Oh, 100%. All right, so we're going to wrap up the stream here. Thanks to everybody who dropped by for Girls in Panzer and union organizing talk, apparently. It happens. We will see you back here next week for more Girls and Panzer. Same Panzer time, same Panzer channel. And of course, tomorrow we're going to be playing our game request, which Maddie wants us to play another Japanese horror game, so that should be a ton of fun. And normal weekday streams, we're going to be playing... Sorry about that. I didn't mean to tickle you. It just kind of happened.
It was very intentional.
Was it, though? What was it saying?
Japanese horror game.
Japanese horror game tomorrow. And then, of course, during the week, we're going to have our regular streams where we're playing the Atelier games, we're playing Judgment, maybe some regular weirdness. So it should be a lot of fun. We'll see you back here for that. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir.